Hi everybody, Hayley from the Woodstock Chiropractor. This video is about neck stretches today, so particularly the climate that we're in at the moment, the likelihood that screen time has dramatically increased. So we're talking about mobile phones, handheld tablets and potentially gaming as well. These are also really beneficial for when you get back to work or whether you're still working at home in front of a computer. So it will help to release and relax those muscles off during those long periods of time of being sat down. The beauty of these ones as well is that you can actually do these sat down, so you don't need to move around too much, but it's really good to release those muscles to stop them getting into a really fatigued and tight state. So we're going to focus on the muscles on the back of the neck, to the side of the neck and across the top of the shoulder, and also to the front of the neck as well. So, always thinking about good posture. What we want to do is sit up nice and straight. We're going to bring our shoulders back and then place them down. So if you are a little bit tight, you might feel a stretch just across the top of the shoulder and the chest just here as well. From there, what I'd like you to do is drop your chin to your chest. Again, if you're tight, you'll probably already feel some sort of stretch happening to the back of the neck. But then to add a little bit of extra, place your hands to the back of the head and apply gentle pressure down. You'll feel a stretch down both sides of the neck. It might be that you find one is a lot tighter than the other. That is absolutely okay, but just gently go through and feel through the stretch. The next exercise is very similar. Chin comes down to the chest, but this time you're going to look in a diagonal direction, so we're going to come down this way. Same again, hand comes to the back of the head and it's very gentle fingertip pressure and applying pressure down and through. So you'll feel the stretch on the opposite side to where your head is pointing with this stretch also. And again, it might be that you feel it all the way down towards the back of your shoulder blade. The next stretch we're going to do is going to focus across the tops of the shoulders. Ear comes towards your shoulder. The likelihood is that you'll want to start to hike the spare shoulder upwards, but we're not focusing on that part at the moment. So nice and relaxed with that shoulder down, ear comes as far as you can towards the shoulder. Hand comes onto the side of the head and we'll apply a little bit of extra pressure down. To extend the stretch a little bit further, we place our arm out towards the side. So if you take the arm up higher, it creates a little bit of slack. And if we gently lower the arm down, you'll start to feel a longer stretch and it'll create a little bit more tension. So from here, you might feel the stretch from the bottom of the back of the ear, across the top of the shoulder, and then also down into the bicep area also. You'll repeat that onto the other side as well. Now the next stretch is looking at the muscles to the front of the neck. These are often missed and can sometimes get really grumpy. So, collarbone is a key point to use as an anchor. I want you to use the palm of your hand, so I'm using my opposite hand to which way my neck is going to drop. I'm going to place the palm of my hand onto the bone, so the collarbone, and then with the opposite hand you're going to place the palm across the top so you can grab on and hook on. What we're going to do here is just gently apply a tiny bit of pressure, so we're grabbing what we call a little bit of skin slack here. You might already feel a little bit of a stretch happening already. And then what I'd like you to do is drop your ear ever so gently to your shoulder again. Where you'll feel most of the stretch is coming towards the back of the ear and potentially across the jawline, and then also down the side of the neck. With that, exactly the same again. Place your hand onto the collarbone, anchor, pull the skin slack down, and then this time I want you to gently, as if you're looking across the back of your shoulder. So we're in a nice neutral position. I've got my skin slack and we're gently going to point the chin upwards. With this one you'll start to feel a stretch across the jawline just underneath the chin there as well. It's really important that that final stretch is done one side at a time only, okay? And it is very much a case of feeling into the stretch and doing it very gently. So you want to feel a stretch, but it doesn't want to be really painful. With all of the exercises, I would recommend to hold them for 10 to 15 seconds and try and repeat as much as you can. So it might be that your exercise with this one here, you can only get to this stage. That's absolutely fine. Hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. Release back out of it to let everything relax down, and then see if you can go a tiny bit further the following time. So you're setting yourself little goals. and you can also see how far you've come. Hope you find these really helpful. Like I say, when we get back to a little bit of normality, we can use them behind our desk. But for one, I certainly use them regularly as well during treatments because, you know, I also get a little bit tight around the shoulders and across the back of the neck also. Keep smiling and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.